Hello, friends in America. It's Michelle from the Gangster Garden, and we are in Edinburgh today. I was in Glasgow yesterday, and this morning I had breakfast, which was lovely, by the way. Their food here is really, really good. I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised because some people are like, man, the food's not, they're not really known for their food for certain dishes, but I don't feel that way. I've had excellent food since I've been here. So I had a great breakfast. Then I got on the train and took the train to Edinburgh and found my way around the city. Almost got hit by a bus. Not really, but yeah. And I felt bad because I did have to rush, and I had my backpack on, which is like, it's probably about 15 pounds. And then my rolling backpack, which is 25 pounds. I'm trying to maneuver the streets and figure it out, and there were so many people. And I cut in front of this lady and her daughter, and I didn't even see them. I didn't. And I heard the little girl go, "Mommy, did you see that lady just cut right in front of me?" I turned around and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "I apologize," because her mom turns around and says to her, "Yes, honey, I know, but this city is about 80% tourists." So I was like, "Yep, that's me." I was going to fight it. I was like, "I am so sorry." I said, "I was just trying really hard not to get hit by that bus." So I maneuvered my way through the city. I did learn a few things today. I learned how to use an electrical socket here in the UK. Yay me. So I had lovely food. When I got here, I couldn't check in right away because you can't check in till a certain time. So I went to this bar right across the street. Super cool pub. Oh my gosh. And they were watching football, but it's not the football we know. They were really, really into it, obviously. So I sat there and I ordered a flight of whiskeys. I asked the bartender, I said, "What do you suggest?" And she gave me a really good suggestion. So there was a really nice mild one, and then there was like a fruity one that was excellent. And then there was a really smoky one, which I liked way more than I thought. And then they give you a small glass and a pipette with water so that you can add some water to your whiskey to open it up. So it was really, really good. And then when I could check in, I came here to the hotel and I dropped my stuff. And one mistake I made, and it's not even a big mistake, but I did not take my battery pack. And I was using my phone for all of the maps. And I used it a lot, and it ate up my battery. And I was in a part of town. I went to go see the village of Dean because there's a beautiful, beautiful river there. And I panicked when I saw that I was close to being done with the battery because I was like, how the hell do I get back now? So I navigated it without my phone for the most part, just by remembering where I was and landmarks and stuff. So I know I could have asked somebody, but I was trying to do it on my own. And I got back here and I realized how hungry. Well, I wasn't starving at that point, but I definitely was thirsty. And I didn't take my water bottle with me either because I had my purse only and I didn't have my backpack. And I regretted that because I was definitely dehydrated. I started to get a pretty good headache, and I was like, and I was tired. I'm still jet lagged a little bit. I'm feeling better now that I had dinner, but I found my way back to the hotel. I curled up on my bed, read for a little while, and then looked for a restaurant near me. Well, guess what? 200 feet that way was a lovely Italian restaurant that you needed reservations for, but I couldn't make them online. So I went in and I'm like, "Hey, I tried to make reservations." She goes, "Well, we're booked." And I'm like, "Oh, crap. Okay." And there was mushroom pasta that I really, really wanted. And she said, "Well, we do have a table right by the door. If you want to sit there, we don't book that table." And I said, Yeah, so there were 4 chairs there. So I sat in the corner and I was people watching out the window, which was amazing. People here are so fashionable. Um, I love all the different styles that everyone has. And these 2 women, about my age, came in and they just wanted to sit down for a drink. They didn't want dinner. They had already eaten, but they were waiting for a place across the street so they could see an author speak. And they just wanted to have a glass of wine. And I overheard them speaking to the bartender, and I said, ladies, if you want, why don't you just sit here at this table? There's plenty of room. So I'm going to have dinner. I said, but you're welcome to sit down. And they were like so thankful and so sweet. So we chatted. And then when my food came, they're like, no, you need to eat. We're not going to bother you while you eat. These are probably some of the most polite people I've ever met. So I had dinner there, had a beautiful glass of wine. And then I came back to my room, figured out the shower, because it's different. It's all different. Everything. So I feel like an idiot with certain things sometimes, but how do you figure it out if you don't try, right? There's always YouTube also. So I just came back. I took a nice hot shower. I got my stuff ready for tomorrow because tomorrow I have to meet my tour that I'm going for 3 days on a 16-passenger bus for the Isle of Skye. If you don't know the Isle of Skye, if you've ever watched Outlander, a lot of that is the Isle of Skye. So if you don't know the Isle of Skye, please look it up. You won't be disappointed. So we'll be there tomorrow. We meet over here in Edinburgh, and then we go up, and then we stay in a town called Portree, Portree, and we're staying there for 2 nights, and then we just take the van in the morning to wherever it is that we're going. So there's a bunch of cool places like Glencoe. I honestly can't remember all of them. I haven't looked at the tour in a while. I booked this tour back in December, which was a good thing for me because they had a sale, 20% off the tour if you booked before a certain date. And I had been watching prices. So that was, yay me, saved 20% on that. So that tour starts tomorrow, and that's Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm getting messed up with my days. And then Monday, my birthday. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to be in a really cool place. But what I also read online was they're filming a Highlander film here, and they're in Skye right now, and people are complaining like, no, it's too busy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, maybe we'll run into some of the crew in town where we're staying. Who knows? That would be fun, right? So I don't know. Again, kind of winging it, figuring it out. Oh, another place I went today. I went to the Writers Museum, Scottish Writers Museum. Really cool little place. Some authors that I know their names, but I'm not familiar with their writing, which I think I'll change that now, just reading about them and their lives. That was a neat little place to go, and it was free museum. So yeah, that's been today. I definitely still feel the jet lag, so I am gonna read for a while, and I am gonna just make sure I know exactly where I'm going tomorrow. I gotta say, public transportation here is outstanding. Between the buses and the trains, that's the way to go. They're super eco-friendly here, which I absolutely love. I have yet to see a plastic straw. A lot of times they give you these like bamboo forks and knives. Totally cool with that too. They do stress trying to save on resources, which I love that. So, oh, I did walk through the Royal Gardens today a little bit. I didn't cover the whole thing, but I kind of took a little detour when I was going to the Writers Museum, and that was beautiful. The cherry trees are in bloom, so it's just beautiful. I feel really lucky to be here again. So, all right, I'm going to tune out so that I can get myself in bed and settle down and get ready for my trip tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. And I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.